Hello friends, I hope that you're all doing well. Today, I'll be taking you through the visa interview process, the step-by-step process. This is to give you a picture of what to expect as you plan and prepare to attend your DV interview at the US Embassy. This is to draw for you a picture of what to expect. There might be slight differences from various embassies, but this is mostly what you will be going through as you go for your DV interview. If you find this information useful, please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up. It motivates me to keep creating content like this to help many more. And to my loyal subscribers, thank you so much. Keep sharing these videos so that they can be recommended to many more. When you attend your visa interview, you will go through the following 5 steps as I have organized them to take your interview. This is for immigrant visa. Immigrant visa, these are people who are seeking a visa to move to the US and get a permanent residency status. So, what's the steps? In step 1, this is whereby in the entrance of the waiting room, you pick a number. You pick a number from the Qmatic machine that is usually located close to the waiting room entrance. So you pick a number from the Qmatic machine. And if you are applying for immigrant visa, there is that option from the Qmatic machine. So you need to choose immigrant visa. There will also be an immigrant visa if that is what you're going for. But for DV lottery winners, for DV, you choose immigrant visa and get a number. So after picking up your number, you will have now to take a seat in the waiting room where you wait until your number is called out and it blinks on the screen. There's a front screen on the waiting room. So you wait for your number to be called and it will blink on the screen in the waiting room. In addition to your Qmatic number being called, there's a window where you're supposed to go after being called. So that number will also be blinking, indicating the window where you're supposed to go. So in first step, it's just the queuing where you're assigned a number depending at what time you getting. So the tip is, while you'll be waiting, seated at the waiting room, please make sure that you have all the documents that you need prepared and in your hands. So ensure you have all the documents that are required at hand. That is in the first step. So the second step, in the second step, this is when your number is called. You're called, and once the number is called and it blinks on the window where you're supposed to go, then that's where you go with your documents at hand and present them to the person that is in that window. So once your documents are collected, you are then asked to take your seat again and wait until your number is called so that you can go to the next step. For step number 2 is when your number is called, you go to the window where it has been called with the documents in your hands. You present them to the person there. Then you go back, take your seat and wait for your number to be called again to go to the next step. In step 3, that is where your fingerprints are taken. So you need this is where you need to scan your fingers, and you need to take the instructions that you're given in that window correctly, so that you know how to go about the taking of the fingerprints. So how you do the scanning your fingerprints, you start by placing your 4 fingers of your left hand. You start by placing 4 fingers of your left hand on the glass to be scanned. Then you place your 4 fingers from your right hand on the same glass to be scanned. Then lastly is when you place your 2 thumbs on the glass. So you start with your 4 fingers from the left hand, then the 4 fingers from your right hand, then your 2 thumbs are also scanned. So that's how you go about the scanning of your fingers. Immediately you're done with the scanning of your fingerprints, you get to step number 4, whereby you're required to go to the cashier counter window to make payment, the visa fee payment to the counter that has the cashier. Remember, the money is to be paid in cash. It is to be paid in cash, and that cash is in US dollars. So ensure you carry the money in cash, the visa fee in cash and in US dollars. It is also advisable to carry the exact amount, so that you do not need to get change. So carry cash in dollar, and if possible the exact amount. Once you've paid the fee, you are then required to go back and take your seat and wait for your number to be called for the step number 5, the final step. When your number is called this time round, it is to where you're supposed to take your interview. This is where your interview will be conducted. So once your number is called, you go to that place where you're supposed to undergo the interview. So once you get there, it is advisable to speak in a language that you're most comfortable in, because they are translators. Do not get nervous at all, and please pay attention to the questions that you're being asked, so that you can give the best answers. This concludes your interview process. Therefore, I'd like to wish you all the best. For those that are currently attending their DV interviews, wish you the very best. Take your time, don't get nervous. Pay attention to the questions, give the truthful information. The actual interview might take 5 to 7 minutes, so it doesn't take very long, and you will be done. Friends, that's all for this video. I hope this information gives you an idea of what to expect on your day of interview, and at least helps you to not get nervous. If you find this information useful, please consider subscribing, share this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next videos. Bye.